you asked me before what crypto is, and this is why I feel like
This is the future.
this is why I feel like it comes in perfectly because
It saves America.
yeah,
Crypto saves America.
yeah, basically.
Okay. Let's hear your
Dude,
let's hear your top
okay,
secret
well,
plan.
let's think of it like this.
Yes.
We know that the dollar is losing value completely.
It's getting there.
It's losing value because we're printing so much of it. It's just basic inflation.
Eventually we'll stop.
Now, we are on a fiat currency system, and so is Europe, so is China, so is Korea,
What does that mean?
Japan. Fiat, dude, you're an economics major. Okay, so fiat currency is basically there's no underlying value behind this currency. It's basically a bunch of guys that run the central bank of their country.
Yeah.
They go behind closed doors and they create the rules for how much value this thing has.
Okay.
And typically, if you were to look at a graph of fiat currency, how it does in a global market and its stability, it's good.
What
But
are you saying?
over
Fiat?
Fiat, like the car company
Oh.
Fiat.
Okay.
The argument against fiat currency, or the argument for fiat currency is to say that volatility is low and you can maintain its value in general.
Okay.
But I don't buy that at all because
Well, how do you know?
because it's being regulated, or the rules and regulations are determined by just a bunch of people behind closed doors. So think of it like this: we are living in a fake capitalist system.
Not fake
Oh,
capitalism.
yeah, it is. We're living in a fake capitalist system because if there are people behind closed doors making the rules and regulations behind what monetary instrument we're using to communicate with others, a
Okay.
capitalist system is supposed to be an open market, and we're exchanging things of value that we both like. Everybody agrees on a value.
Yeah.
It's not like just some people above our heads are supposed to decide what that value is, and then that's it.
Yeah, but capitalism is also about the freedom to have that market at all, which we do have.
I know, but we have to be able to agree on the value of something on our own volition. It should not be anyone else that decides it for us.
Well, do we know
That's the
who
problem
these
with
people
fiat
are?
currency. Well, dude, it's central banks that create this.
Okay.
So my point is, like I said, they have no bad intentions in mind. They do it so that it's more stable and it has better, like, quote unquote short term effects for the economy, but in reality it's not, because once again, we don't understand any real intrinsic value for this thing. So now where I get into Bitcoin is, we
No one decides what that is worth.
yes and no. There is a finite amount of it, and we will always know that finite amount of it forever. There's no way that we won't know how much is left. So,
There's a limited amount of
Yeah.
digital currency?
well, yeah.
That sounds silly.
No, it's not that silly.
It's
Because
digital.
it's like,
what's stopping me from like going on my computer and just programming some more?
buddy, you're going to need a bigger computer than that one.
Maybe.
Okay, my point is that
I got the hard drive though.
it's comparable to gold. You know how any commodities, they have a limited amount?
Gold
of
is
them.
real though.
Yeah, I know, but Bitcoin can be likened to a commodity in the fact that there's a limited amount. The only difference between Bitcoin and gold is that we know how much Bitcoin there is going to be forever.
Gold we don't.
Yeah, we just know it's limited. And so that's how we know it has value.
Okay.
And so so for people who don't understand Bitcoin, obviously, basically what it is it's a quote unquote cryptocurrency. It's basically,
what's crypto mean?
crypto is short for cryptography, cryptographic.
Secret? Security?
Yeah, it's basically a type of programming that encourages security and authentication. Like,
Who invented this nonsense?
I don't know, man.
Someone was just like, I made my fake money. Let's all make it real now.
Jacques Stern, CS Cipher,
He's the
1998.
creator. 98? It's a while ago.
Yeah, apparently he's one of the
Founders,
fathers of
cryptocurrency.
cryptography in computer science. But anyways, that's not that important. What I was gonna say is Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that essentially is operating on a completely decentralized network. So what that means is
No
there's
one owns it.
yeah, no one owns it. You can buy it off of someone. You can exchange it. Like
Then who determines this one's value if it's not a bunch of top secret men?
it's the people that trade it.
So if I trade it, I say this is worth $5.
Yeah, basically, you can name your own price, and that's the whole point. It's just allowing the network itself determine the price of it, and it operates similarly with the laws of supply and demand. Like so, but back taking a step back, it's it's on a completely immutable ledger system in a sense that everybody on this network of computers that has Bitcoin or is looking for Bitcoin, they know when you perform a transaction or when you are mining for something, for some Bitcoin, because it's like mining for gold. Like that's the best example I can give because it's like one of the it's the closest one you can think of.
Okay.
So this ledger keeps a record of everything, like anything from transactions to buys to sells, like everything.
Okay.
And that's one of the most important parts because it keeps it authentic. It doesn't you can't really launder any of it because the system itself is foolproof against that.
Hmm.
Um, Aside from that, there are some other like really simple ideas like by the way, this ledger is public completely.
So
So
everyone knows.
yeah, so everybody knows about transaction. Like they can know, and it's public information. It's on the network.
Okay.
You can have a wallet now. That's where you store your Bitcoin, for instance, and then you can also have um,
Is
you
Bitcoin
can also
volatile
have
or is it
very
really?
very volatile.
But like how volatile?
Like
Like daily, weekly, monthly?
it depends, but let's just say that in 2017 or 2016 it was at I want to say between 3 and 5k, went to
10,000?
20k in 2017, plummeted to
1,000? 1,500?
no, it went down to about 3 to 5k again,
Again.
and then just rose steadily, stayed at around 10k for the last 2 years. Then once the virus hit, it went down to 3k again, and now it's back, and it's back up. And what I was gonna say is that because it's open for banks to trade it now, banks
That's
have
not
bought.
good.
But you see, that's the funny part is that there are so many proponents against it, and yet people are buying it like nobody's business.
Why you mean against buying it?
Because it's decentralized.
So that sounds like a good thing.
Yeah. Except remember, dude, the people with the power, they want to have power over it all. They
So
don't
they're
want to.
buying it. They're gonna buy it all and then they're gonna
Yeah,
sell it
they're
all.
buying it, but I'm saying like, let's say a Fed doesn't like it because they can't control its value. The people control the value.
But if the Fed buy it all, now they're the people.
No, no one can buy it all.
Why not? You
No
said
one has
it's
enough
limited.
money.
It's limited though.
I know, but its value is gonna become too great, and also they cannot just buy it all because like who's gonna buy 21 million Bitcoin off someone for a million per coin?
One coin is $1 million?
I mean that's how far that's how high it could reach.
It could reach.
Yeah, right now it's so what I was getting at right now the price is at 11.8k, which is up from the last few months. And it's gone up because like I said, banks can start buying and selling. And so banks bought a crap ton amount. Like they've been buying it.
So
And
if I bought $30,000 and I bought three coins for $10,000 each and it went up to 20,000, I make
you have 60k now.
60K.
So you made 30k, yeah.
So what's
And
so
so here's
special about
so
this versus a regular stock?
well, because, like I said, it's always gonna be limited in its supply. One, two, you don't have to worry about any of those traditional money problems. Like I said, laundering. Like this thing is completely public and completely decentralized, and is
So I can't
almost
fake anything.
you cannot fake anything. Think of it almost as a hive mind, just taking care of its own monetary system. That is what it is. And the reason I love it is not because of the hive mind thing. It's because it's a lot more authentic.
More realistic capitalism.
Um, well, it's evolving technology. You know, like
What
every
technology?
well, we've been moving to a digital system as a society. We've been moving to digital
I
currency
feel like
as
pure
well.
digital
We've
is just a bad
digitized
idea,
everything.
but I think that's a bad idea.
I mean, you're just afraid of change.
No, what happens when everything breaks by accident? Then what? You have
Well,
nothing manual left. You're
well,
dead.
we
You're
have to
dead. That's what
build, well, we
happens.
have to build the digital infrastructure to the point that when something breaks, it's not going to cripple an entire system.
And what if that system breaks? You're gonna build a system
But
to
that's the
fix
ens-
that too?
yeah, but that's the essence of decentralization. It's like in a network, if you're able to build something so robust that it can survive even when one thing breaks, then that its existence itself is inherently unbreakable.
That's theoretical. If
I know, but that's the way we're moving. It's
we'll
not as theoretical anymore.
we'll see about that.